Hey everyone, Anthony Taylor here on Monday, December 27th. I hope you all had wonderful holidays, and I just wanted to share with you some of the insights I got over the past few days and how it relates to small business and value chain. So on the 23rd, there was a great article about pricing your product or service to make sure that it's competitive in the market, but also that you cover your costs. So I wanted to touch on that and explain how you can use a costing strategy to figure out exactly how much your products or service costs. So the sort of standard way to figure out how much your product costs, obviously take all the inputs such as labor and product cost and time and put those together, and then you figure out an appropriate price for it. But some of the things you might not think of is depreciation on your machinery, the actual time it takes to produce the product if you are using a machine, and how some of those things can limit you, as well as the cost of actually acquiring a customer. So I'm going to use an example. Over the holidays, I was asked to drive to Port Moody and pick somebody up and take them to Horseshoe Bay so they could get to the island to see their family. So I live in Vancouver. It took me about an hour and 20 minutes to get out there, another hour to get to Horseshoe Bay, and then half an hour to get home. So in total, the trip took me about 3 hours. So I got a little bit of cash to cover my expenses on that. But for me, the actual cost of doing that customer, for example, was the 3 hours in time it took me, the cost of gas, which was about $10, the depreciation on my car, although it's a little bit, but you know those things have to be considered when you're using a machine to do something, and also the risk involved. Because in that time, although the trip was long, I could have had a lot of risk, possibly getting hit by a car or something of that nature. So another sort of input that you can think about. So when you are valuing your product and your product cost and finding a new customer, by analyzing all the little things that go into your product, you can more appropriately cost your products so you can have a better margin. The most important thing to remember is that the goal of any small business is not to get more customers, but to make more profit. So if you know more accurately all the costs that go into your product, then you can find those high profit customers. They're the ones you want to keep around and give you less headache than the ones that you'll make just a little bit of profit on and take a lot of your time. So I hope that helps. I hope you got a little bit out of that, and I look forward to sharing with you soon. Have a wonderful day.